beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a marvelous feeling that on the second Sunday in December, everything is going your way. Welcome to the Voice of Hope Connection. I'm your host, D. Foster III, CEO and President of Wake Up Global Networks International. I hope you and your family had a fantastic Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend. Don't forget at the beginning, like, subscribe, share, follow. There is a word. But first, before we get into that, I want to say thank you for all of your support all year long. Many of you are avid followers and like the Voice Over Now podcast, which is uploaded every Friday, 6 p.m. on this channel with content relevant, educational, informational, and most of the time controversial and content that would make you think for yourself. If you can't catch it live, of course, you can be a part of the replay crew. What's up, replay crew? And then those of you that support this upload every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or a part of the replay crew, whichever one, I want to say thank you. As we're sliding strong into a brand new year, I want to hear from you. If you've been blessed, if you've been touched, if you've been enlightened, if you've been inspired by any of our content on WPB Media, I'm encouraging you to write to me. Let me know. It's thevoiceovertheglobe@gmail.com. Thevoiceovertheglobe@gmail.com. And if you feel generous, if you feel led, we are nonprofit. Listen, this takes a lot of work and a lot of ingenuity, and we do it just for you. You want to feel like you want to sow a seed, you can do so. The way you can do it through PayPal and Zelle, it's at the bottom of the screen, and no seed is too big, and certainly no seed is too small. In advance, thank you. Listen, if I ask you as we go into another week, I always say we can't determine the week, but we can determine that there is a word to get us through the week. If I ask you right now, whatever you're doing, if you're watching by the replay or you're watching live, what do you see? You may say, D. Foster III, what do you mean? What do I see? That depends on where you are. Some of you see me. Hey. Some of you see your couch. Some of you see your coffee mug. Some of you see your teacup. Some of you see your stove. If you're listening on your way to church in the car, not looking, listening, some of you may see traffic, but that's not the see that I'm talking about. I'm talking about, what do you see visionary for your life? You said, D. Foster III, how will that help me get through a challenging, tumultuous week? Because many times I have said that it's not the drugs, it's not the guns, it's not the violence that destroys people in community. It's what the Bible says, a lack of vision. In other words, a lack of long-term vision. See, where there is no vision, the people perish, or AKA, the people wander aimlessly. In other words, where there's lack of vision, there is lack of hope. There is a lack of what I like to call expectation. So yes, what you see in the long term is very important to help you make it through the hard time. All of us have been through hard times. All of us have been through challenging times. Sometimes it's a challenging day, but you know what helps me to make it through? Sometimes not the immediate surrounding situations. I know I'm going, follow me real quick. Not the immediate surrounding situations, but I know that there is something better for me in the future. I know this is not the end. I know God is not finished with me. I know that his word must come to pass. That's been spoken over my life. Though it's been delayed, it certainly is not denied. So this week, when you go through challenging situations, remember that God spoke a word over your life, a positive word over your life. In Jeremiah 29:11, I know the thoughts that I have of you, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to bring your life to an expected or a glorious end. Sometimes that's all I can remember. Sometimes helping me get through the week is remember, I got to keep looking at the prophecy. I got to keep looking at the promise. I got to keep looking at the word that was spoken. See, if I stop and look with these natural eyes, it looks grim. It looks dim. It looks depressing. It looks hopeless. That's why when Jesus needed a miracle in St. John to turn the water into wine, to feed the multitudes rather, the Bible said he lifted up his eyes. He lifted up his consciousness. He lifted up his awareness. He took his consciousness out of a lack out of a lack situation, and he looked and had a vision of abundance. And as a result, the Bible says that not only was the multitude fed, but there was enough left over. That's all I dropped in to tell you on this Sunday morning in December. What do you see is vital to your and my survival? What do we see is vital to making it through? What do we see is vital to pressing through? What do we see is vital for our determination not to stay in it, but to come out of it? Listen, if you've been blessed, I want you to like, subscribe, to share this channel. Push the likes. It pushes this channel that April J has started by faith up in the algorithms. I want to say thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your hope. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your inspiration. And until next week, remember, don't forget Friday, 6 p.m., a brand new The Voice Over Now podcast. But until then, remember, there is hope. Stay connected to it. What do you see?